y'all. What's up? Thank y'all for joining the live. We have some great topics that we got to get through for you guys. I hope you guys are feeling blessed today. We're going to go ahead and jump on into our video. Y'all know how pop-ins are, honey. Pop-ins are just that, pop-ins. So let's go ahead and get into it because we got some messy topics that we got to talk about. All right, hold on. Okay, yeah. All right. Boom. Let's get into it. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Let me get my banner up here, honey. Because, baby, we're going to be talking about some deep stuff today. All right. Hi. Who we got in here? Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Rose. Hey, Faith. And everybody coming in. I see some of you guys are in the bushes. Thank you guys for being here. Let's jump on in, honey. All right, so we got an RIP that we got to acknowledge. Okay, somebody passed away. Child. Let's get them up here. All right, Mr. Carlton. Mr. Carlton passed away at 72, best known for his iconic hit, She's a Bad Mama Jamma. Okay, y'all know the song, She's a Bad Mama Jamma. All right, so he passed away, all right, at age 72 on December 14th, which was yesterday. And says his death was confirmed by his son, Carlton Hudgens, II, who noted his father had a long, hard fight in life. Okay, they didn't say what he was sick with, but they said he had a long, hard fight. He probably was sick. But shout out to him because that song was a hit. All right, you put that song on right now at a party and it's a jam. All right. Yes, honey. So rest in peace to Mr. Carlton. All right. He has passed away. Now let's get on into the mess because, baby, we got some mess. Okay. Okay. So what, yesterday or day before yesterday, we talked about from day 26 where he put a video up, which I see he's now taken down, of him at a party with Diddy and some other people in the Hamptons. And he says at this party he was given some type of drug, which he later found out he thought was ecstasy. It was given to him by his then girlfriend Dawn from the group Danity Kane and Dirty Money. I know she was in both groups, but she was given a pill from Diddy. Diddy gave it to Don. Don was supposed to give it to Q, and he thought it was ecstasy. At first, he wasn't going to take it. He said she never took the pill that she had that she showed him because she had two pills. She was going to take one. He was going to take one. So they were headed to this party. He thought they were going to have like some little freaky night or whatever. But she convinced him to take the pill. He took the pill. Upon getting to the Hamptons, he found himself in this room, like downstairs, like in a basement type room, where he sweated out his clothes. He was laid in his bed. Diddy and them came down, according to, and Don was there as well. You hear her laughing and talking in the background, but they were trolling him, laughing at him, recording him. He says that he woke up to body parts, especially his back there parts, hurting, where it sounds like he said he was taken advantage of and or violated. He says Don knew about it, and he feels that Don set him up. He said that plenty of times. But I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys what he had to say in terms of what happened to him. Okay. Where he gives his account of what happened. All right. So let me get back to my main screen. Y'all ready for this? Child, let me turn it all the way up. Baby, we need to hear this. All right. So this is Q from day 26. Let's get into it. Okay, hold on. Why can't we hear?
My ex at the time, which was Dawn, she gave me an ecstasy pill. Yeah, she said it was ecstasy, and she said it was from Puff to give to me. And it was red, and I took it because I thought I was going to get freaky with my girlfriend, and I trusted her that that's what it was. So I took it immediately, and she had one too. She gave her two of them. I took mine. Within like 20 minutes, I knocked out and blacked out. I woke up in the twins' bedroom in the basement, and I woke up out of my sleep screaming very, very loud. Who are the twins? Diddy's twins. His girls. Yeah, I woke up in their bed. Two cameras filming me, and they were laughing as I woke up out of my sleep, screaming. And I'm not gonna cry. It felt very sacrificial. That's what I meant when I said I felt like they were trying to hurt me, or Diddy was trying to maybe sacrifice me that night.
Y'all hear that? So Q says he felt that Diddy was trying to sacrifice him. He woke up, there were body parts hurting, which let him know that he was violated. He's never been able to get over that. He now has to take constant therapy because of all the things that he's been dealing with since then. I told you guys, if y'all can go over to Art of Dialogue, where he and other bandmates of Day 26, they had a conversation about some of the things that they experienced while being in the group Day 26, working with Diddy, and even on the show Making a Band as well. They all became emotional. I was like, oh my God, these grown men sitting on a platform crying their eyes out because of something that happened to them at the hands of Diddy and some of his people. So you wake up and you got cameras flashing in your face and people videoing you. Your clothes are not on like they used to be, and your clothes are sweated out, and you're discombobulated, and you feel like you've been drugged. Yeah, you are going to feel a certain type of way. So I'll play it one more time for you guys. Okay. And then we're going to get into Don's statement because she has something to say as well.
My ex at the time, which was Dawn, she gave me an ecstasy pill. Yeah, she said it was ecstasy, and she said it was from Puff to give to me. And it was red. And I took it because I thought I was going to get freaky with my girlfriend. And I trusted her that that's what it was. So I took it immediately, and she had one too. He gave her two of them. I took mine within like 20 minutes. I knocked out and blacked out. I woke up in the twins' bedroom in the basement, and I woke up out of my sleep screaming very, very loud. Who are the twins? Diddy's twins. His girls. Yeah, I woke up in their bed. Two cameras filming me, and they were laughing as I woke up out of my sleep, screaming. And I'm not gonna cry. Okay. It felt very sacrificial. That's what I meant when I said I felt like they were trying to hurt me, or Diddy was trying to maybe sacrifice me that night.
Okay, so I told you guys how in Hollywood they have these sex rituals where they call it breaking them in, but they sleep with these guys. A lot of rappers, for those of you that don't know, they've had to sacrifice their bodies in order to get record deals. I showed you guys that video a while back where they say, hey, the record execs tell them, if you want to make it in the industry, you trying to be big in the industry, then you got to bend over pretty much and do some things that you don't want to do anally. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into Don's statement because she's now spoken out. Okay, so Don Richard from the group Danity Kane, aka Dirty Money. Let's get into what she had to say. I'm gonna read it from my phone because that's kind of small. I just want you guys to see that I am reading what we have here. Okay, so Don says, I want to be unequivocally clear. I have never drugged anyone, nor have I ever given anyone a pill to take. The suggestion that I did so is categorically false. If such a belief were genuine, it would be inconsistent with the actions that follow, such as inviting me into your home, introducing me to your younger sisters and family, and continuing a relationship with me. She goes on to say that it would also be inconsistent with choosing to attend social events without me, engaging with individuals I had previously expressed concerns about, and continuing to live with or provide favors for those same individuals. She goes on to say that many of these actions occurred while I was not present or even in contact with you. She says, throughout our time together and even after our separation, she says, I made a conscious decision not to share or disclose private matters or the circumstances surrounding the end of our relationship to protect you. She says that I did this out of respect for you and your family. Don goes on to say that at this point, I believe it is essential to recognize that many people are dealing with pain and hardship. This situation is not about one person. It reflects broader harm and that has affected many. She says that I sincerely hope that healing and wholeness are possible for all involved. My intention is and has always been to move forward with compassion and integrity, and I pray that others can do the same. She signs off as Don Richard at the bottom. All right, let's move the banner so y'all can see. She signs off as Don Richard, or Richard. Okay, is how she says her last name. What do y'all think about that? I don't know what to believe. I do know what I saw. I saw the video that we just showed the other day, which, like I said, they've now taken down. I searched all over for it. It's been taken down. But let's go ahead and get into this topic here, because the on that same video that was taken down, it was alleged that Diddy's chef, who she says she was there during this time that this situation occurred. Q is saying she was not. So let's go ahead and read up on this because, child. So baller alert, according to them, Q from Day 26 responds after Diddy's former chef defends Don Richard. Okay. So it goes on to say that a long-running dispute involving Day 26 member Q has resurfaced following public comment made by Diddy's former chef, Jordan Shaitan. So the situation unfolded after Shaitan spoke out in defense of Don Richard, denying allegations tied to the past Hamptons trip that Q has described as disturbing and humiliating. Okay. So it said that Jordan Shaitan addressed the claims through Instagram stories. Don Richard said that Don Richard is not a liar. She stated, asserting that she was present during several moments involving Day 26, Don Richard, and Diddy. It goes on to say also that Shaitan, which is a chef, claimed that she was in Los Angeles, New York, and the Hamptons during the period and referenced a specific trip that she suggested had a lasting effect on Q. It goes on to say that she also described what she characterized as an abusive environment, alleging that food was withheld, sleep was restricted, and people were routinely berated while working under Diddy Combs. Okay, so this is the same person who also offered a statement to keep Diddy locked up during the time that they were getting ready to decide his fate for his sentencing. Okay, so she did write a statement for Diddy to stay locked up because she was also assaulted by Diddy, according to her. So Q responded by posting a video that he says directly contradicts Shaitan's claims. The footage shows Sean Combs and others waking him up while he was asleep, shouting, laughing, and recording him during the incident. Q indicated that this video reflects the moment that he was previously referenced in his allegations involving Diddy and Don Richard. Why he took it down, I don't know. Somebody must have got to him and scared him because the video is not up there, and I look everywhere. Now, in the caption, Q disputed Shaitan's account and questions her credibility. Diddy's chef talking ish like she was there when this happened to me in the Hamptons, said that y'all are some liars, according to what Q has said. He goes on to say that he accused her of defending a situation that she did not witness and stated that she was not present when the incident occurred. Says that how do you defend somebody that and something that you didn't even know what you're talking about, chef? According to what Q was saying, asserting that Shaitan was speaking on events that she was not involved in, or suggesting her commentary stems from unresolved issues related to her time working with Diddy as well. I told you guys she talked about, when I say she, I mean the chef, talked about how Diddy AB used her, how he was physical with her, and how he then fired her when she decided that she was going to press charges and or speak out about him being aggressive towards her and even pushing her to the floor after she questioned him about something. So she too experienced her negative experiences with Diddy, and she also was in favor of Diddy staying locked up. But in this situation, Q was like, girl, you weren't even there when this happens. But this is what she had to say. Let's get into it.
Don Richard is not a liar. Don's not a liar. I was in LA for a lot of stuff that happened, and I was also in New York and the Hamptons, with Dawn and Day 26. So a lot of you know the trip where like after that Q lost his mind and he was never really the same. I was in the Hamptons. Actually forget how much that I was really around for. So yeah, Don Richard is not a liar, has never been a motherfucking liar. If you guys knew, okay, working for someone that weaponizes food and punishes people and not allowing them to eat or sleep and berating them and all of that, like, yeah. Also, before I
Hey, yo, we about to go downstairs and get Q. Everybody come on.
So this is the alleged video. I was looking for it on Q's page, but it's here. Oh my God. So this is me trying to help and get my video together. Didn't even realize the video was right here. So here it is right here. And Don is in this video. see his shirt? Y'all see his shirt?
How you feeling, Q?
So y'all see that? That's Don laughing in the background. And of course, Diddy is right there. They filming him. They thought the shit was funny when he was laid out, passed out with a whole horse tranquilizer, and Diddy asking how he feels. This same situation is said to have happened to Justin Bieber as well.
I'm being tagged now in the neighborhood talk, posting stuff about what I said in support of Don Richard. Whatever happened with Q of day 26 in the Hamptons. And to his recollection, Q does not remember me being there. I don't talk to Don. The feds can pull records of phone, anything, email. Me and Don don't even talk. What I said was from my memory. And I told the feds about the Hamptons, Q. I told them that you guys were high out of your minds. And that I don't think you guys knew what the fuck was going on. And I told them about everybody getting in the pool afterwards. Yeah. So if the feds got those details and I talked to you and I didn't talk to Don, then how do I know? So let me be very, very clear, Q. With Q, when he lost his mind, I remember. And I'm really sorry for what happened to you. And I feel like whenever you're ready to come out and say exactly what happened, hold Puff accountable. But to call me a liar, I have pictures.
So she's alluding that Diddy did do something to him. And Q alluded on his interview that he was violated. So we're putting two and two together as to say that he was drugged. And he says that it was a horse tranquilizer. He found out later on that was given to him by Don Richard, who Don says she didn't drug him. But according to what Q was saying, the infamous red pill was given to him by Don, and the pill, Don got the pill from Diddy. So it gives that Diddy used Don to lure Q to a place where he probably did not know he was, and some things happened to him that he did not co-sign. And now that is something that he's having to deal with for the rest of his life, and having to deal with counseling. Now, Jordan is a chef and has been a chef for Diddy for quite some time before she was fired. So my question was, were you downstairs versus upstairs cooking, or did you hear by rumor that something happened to Q? So how would you know all of this when you're supposed to be in a kitchen cooking, sauteing, or whatever it is that you do, or was hired to do by Diddy? Weird, right? So y'all put in there what y'all think. I believe Q. I don't think that a grown-ass man is going to be crying about something that happened to him and saying he woke up with certain body parts hurting if it were not true. So I got to say, I got to roll with Q on this. I believe Q, okay? I don't think he would lie about it. And now that we know that the same shit happened to Justin Bieber and Usher, allegedly, and a few other people, okay, I believe him. So let's get into this next topic, okay? Columbus Short says that they hate him in the industry because he never let anyone take his back their parts. It goes on to say that he questions Rayj working with Chris Stokes, which we all know Chris Stokes used to be the manager for B2K. Some of those guys did come out to say that they were actually harassed and some other things by Chris Stokes. He has denied it, of course. So Columbus Short goes on to say that that's why I'm right here talking this real ish. Okay, so he's talking to Rayj. They're saying that Rayj did work with Chris Stokes back in the day, but now he's trying to, I guess, allude to maybe Chris Stokes doing some inappropriate stuff to Rayj. But Rayj has done a video saying that Diddy took his booty brownies and had him out here dealing with some medical stuff as well, kind of like what they're saying Usher had to deal with, but they're saying that Usher had to be stitched up back there, allegedly. But let's get into what this has to say, because, child, this is a lot. Shout out Neighborhood Talk.
Do you want to work with Chris Stokes, or do you want to just do your own thing?
Why are you doing that?
Do you want to work with Stokes, or do you want to do your own thing?
Why you being a journalist like that, bro?
Because I'm trying to activate you.
Not activate.
Right.
Trying to put a battery in your back.
Right.
Nobody. Do you want to start?
I realize
that's a big pause, bro.
Underdog tour.
Columbus Short, you supposed to be my friend. And I honestly think, like to keep it real, I honestly think that this shit, honestly, I think this shit is going to go viral, and I didn't want to do that tonight.
No, but I'll open for you, bro. Because do you want to work
I
with
didn't want to go viral tonight, bro. This is supposed to be an honest conversation.
Do you want to be the boss, or you want to work with Chris Stokes?
Chris Stokes is my friend. Dead homie.
But I hope he's not a friend of the booty hole.
That's not okay.
No,
that's not okay. That's not all right.
Talking about assholes,
I ain't
bro.
worried about Chris pulling up.
Bro, I'm tired of like now you talking about assholes.
You're getting
That's fucked up.
Asses are getting taken. They've been getting taken. That's your words. Asses
That's the biggest pause in 2025, bro.
Asses are being taken. They've been
That's
taken.
crazy, bro. Stop.
Asses have been taken, but my ass never got took. That's why I'm right here talking this real shit.
Your ass didn't get took?
Never.
Not one time?
Not one time.
Were you too successful?
And that's why they hate me, because I didn't have no power. Because I didn't have no power. They don't have no power over me. Because nobody took my booty. I ain't never laid down with no nigga. I ain't never laid down next to no nigga. Ain't no nigga.
They didn't smack your ass one time.
I smashed bitches with niggas. But hey, number one rule, nigga, we ain't swashbuckling. Do you want to work with Chris Stokes or do you want to?
Yikes. So this is not something that I heard for the first time about Chris Stokes. As I told you guys, J Boo not J Boo. What's the light skin one? I forget. Raz B actually said that something happened with him and Chris Stokes, where Chris Stokes did some inappropriate stuff to him. He recollects a room that he was in. He even talked about the furniture that was there. Someone showed this room and the furniture was the same as he described. He said that he was violated on that same bed in that room that he described to a T by Chris Stokes. Chris Stokes, again, he's denied ever doing any of this. But a few of the guys that were saying in the group definitely had some type of allegations out about Chris Stokes. And Chris, like I said, he keeps denying it. But I mean, I feel like he's the next Diddy. I feel like he was doing the same thing. And this is just my opinion. I feel that he was doing some inappropriate things to them. All right. Again, Raz B was on the same thing that Q from Day 26 was on, where he was crying about, where he said that he was violated back there by another grown ass man, or gang R-worded at a party. They're trying to say that Chris Stokes was touching the boys inappropriately because during the time B2K were like young teenagers. And they were coming up in the industry, and they was living with they were living with and or around Chris Stokes like 24/7 at the time, but they were saying that they were touched inappropriately and things happened to them. And when they were asked about it, Raz B bust out crying. Y'all know he lost his mind for a quick minute and moved to Japan, and he was on some other stuff. People were like, "Oh my God, is he on drugs?" He probably was, to try to kill the pain that he was dealing with because of the memories that he was dealing with being around Chris Stokes. So I'm not saying Chris did something. I'm saying in my opinion, believe that he may have done some inappropriate things, because again, why would a grown ass man be crying the way he was crying about something he says happened to him? And now Rayj is saying that he may have been violated by Diddy. I told you guys that they do these sexual rituals in Hollywood with these guys in order for them to be famous. Rayj always stayed around Diddy. He always was taking up for Diddy. Even when Diddy went to jail, he was like, "Oh, y'all should free Diddy." I was like, what is this newfound love and respect for Diddy now? But I guess I get it now. Okay. I don't know. Let's move on though. So someone else who's out here giving up the cookies from the cookie jar, Funkmaster Flex has aired out Kimora Simmons after she talked about her baby daddies on yesterday. She called them weird, said that they weren't fathers to their children. But Funkmaster Flex has said some things about Kimora. Let's go ahead and take this down. We don't need it. I said, oh my, did he tell that? Let's get up so y'all can see with me, child. I said, oh my. So Funkmaster Flex was being real messy on air. They're saying that he calls Kimora Simmons a bird, okay, and drops claims that she and rapper DaBaby were actually sleeping together. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Let's get into it.
She's a bird. Continue the story. Now, Flex, you know you can't say that. What's her name? This Kimora Simmons. It wrestles your wife, right? Back to the family, but back to the family. And the baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story. Say word. Finish the story. That is not nice. Now, what does she need?
Back in the Fab Lane, her reality show is out. We get to see Kimora.
So Funkmaster Flex is putting it out there, saying Russell Simmons' ex-wife Kimora She's a bird. I guess he's trying to say that she's like a loose type of chick, but said that she was out here, honey, spread eagle, messing around with rapper DaBaby, who stay running through women. Not sure if that's true or not, but he's alleging that, and I'm not sure how he knows. Let's play it one more again.
She's a bird. Continue the story.
Now, Flex, you know you can't say that.
What's her name? What's her name?
Miss Kimora Simmons.
And Russell's your wife, right?
Back to the fab lane, but back to the fab lane.
And the baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story.
Say word.
Finish the story.
That is not nice.
What does she need?
Back in the fab lane, her reality show is out. We get to see Kimora.
Try to breeze over that and talk about her show, but that's some tea right there. Y'all know DaBaby do like them older women though. he does like older women. Kimora can be his mama, okay? Because DaBaby is like early 20s or something like that. That's her kid's age. Her daughter's age is probably around the same age as DaBaby. But damn, it's crazy to hear that she just came out and bashed her baby daddies, and now Funkmaster Flex, who obviously don't see it for Kimora, has put out there that she was out here smashing one of the homies, I guess. I don't know. Okay, these are all alleged. I didn't say it, Funkmaster Flex did. So shout out to It's On Site, because that's where we saw it. Moving right along. Woo. So we talked about this morning in Car Chronicles, Trey Songz, aka R. Kelly Jr., all right, was arrested for putting the pause upon someone at a nightclub after they told him the club was closing. So they were trying to tell him, okay, get your last drink, get the hell on up out of here. But he wasn't quite ready to go. So here's the video. Okay, someone caught the video. Shout out to the Hollywood group chat, because that's where we're going to see it. So Trey Songz is getting put in handcuffs for being violent and putting pause upon someone. So it says here, Trey Songz caught on camera and arrested for a rampage and punching an employee over a club closing. Now, we talked about it this morning. There was not a video during this morning, but obviously one has appeared, and it would be remiss if we didn't show it. So let's go ahead and get into it. The Hollywood group chat. Thank you.
You don't want him arrested.
The owner's right here saying he don't
want him arrested.
Hey, bro, tell him I didn't do nothing to nobody, bro.
This is unlawful.
This is Trey right here screaming back, trying to tell his homeboy to say, hey, tell him I didn't do anything, bro. He doesn't want to be arrested, but that's not how it works. If you punch someone, that is assault. If someone else witnessed it and they told the police, or if one of the people who worked at the club called the police and told them that, you're probably, well, you are, because we already talked about how he was arrested and charged with assault. So let's finish.
I didn't do nothing to nobody. They assaulted me, miss. Miss,
This is unlawful.
miss, they assaulted me.
The owner literally came out. Unlawful. The owner came out saying he don't want him arrested. Why you arrested? Nobody pressing charges.
Bro, are you mad at me? What did I do?
You tell him what he's under arrest for. You tell him he's under arrest, man. Let him know what it is. Tell him you don't want him arrested.
The owner's right here saying he
He doesn't want him arrested. I'm saying under what charges?
I'll let you know.
You have to read him his rights and let him know what he's arrested.
Sir, can I not pay? What?
You have to.
All right, bring him out.
I didn't touch anybody.
You have to. Hold up. You just say he
listen.
I need you to be away from me. You're gonna be no.
That's Trey Songz right here.
If you come near me. If you already arrested him, I will
I
let you
need
know
to
what
be
it is.
right for his safety. I need to witness what's going on.
I'm with it too. I'm with it too.
Brother,
Right? Come on.
mama.
Y'all see the footage. How y'all arresting him?
I understand, Miss Officer.
I didn't call.
Can somebody read him his rights
Now, you just punched somebody and you acting all rah-rah, so now it's Miss Officer. Really?
and let him know
I
what's
am
going on?
asking. They just told me I
I'm
could
not asking him
pay.
any questions.
Why he talking like she can't hear?
They
him?
told me I
I'm not
could pay.
You just told him he's under arrest.
I did.
I'm saying under what charges?
I'll let you know.
You have to read him his rights and let him know
We're
what
not
he's
asking. We're
arrested.
not knowing.
Sir, can I
We're
not
asking
pay?
questions.
What?
You have to.
All right, bring him out.
I didn't touch anybody.
Come.
You have to. Hold up.
Come.
You just say he
Listen.
Listen to me. I need you to be away from me. You're gonna be no change if you come near me. If you already arrested him, I will
I
let you
need
know
to
what
be
it is.
right for his safety. I need to
As long as
witness
you're not
what's
away.
going
I'm
on.
with it too. I'm with it too.
Brother.
Right? Come on.
Mama.
Y'all see the footage. How y'all arresting him?
I understand, Miss Officer.
I didn't call.
Can somebody read him his rights and let him know
I am
what's going on?
asking. They just told me I
I'm
could
not asking
pay.
him any questions.
They told me I'm not paid. You just told me he's under arrest.
So y'all saw it right there. Obviously they didn't get the slap, but they did see where he got arrested. And saying here that he did go on some type of rampage and punched an employee, not slapped, but punched an employee over the club closing. Okay, now he's saying something about he want to pay for something. I'm not sure. But Trey Songz is locked up after he was set off by a club closing in New York City, allegedly punching an employee and pushing Trey and the crew to leave. Said the NYPD came and scooped him up, meaning arrested his ass. So yeah, he tried to talk his way out of it, but they was not hearing it. They were like, damn, if you Trey Songz, get your ass in this car, and that's the end of it. All right, moving right along. Actually, Darby is out here messing around with Shereice Jordan. Y'all know who Shereice Jordan is, child. From Shereice Jackson. I'm sorry, Shereice Jackson from Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all know she has a son. And he is like 27 years old. He is of age, okay? So he's not like a child, but he is Shereice Jackson's son. And Ashley Darby describes how she went about messing around with Shereice's son. Something about he came to the house to give her some keys or something. She tried to put the key, or he tried to put the keys in her hand, or she tried to grab them. He was flirtatious and grabbed her hand and pulled Ashley to him, and they proceeded to kiss. Ashley says after that they got busy. And they're not even together, dating or anything like that, but it was like a flirtatious moment that turned, I don't know, where they did something that they probably shouldn't have done. So let's get into that, because I was like, Ashley, you little 304, you. Shout out to Mr. Housewives. Let's go. Let's share, of course. Y'all know Ashley Darby, honey. She like those old ones. So I'm like, how do you go from Michael Darby, who is 963 years old, to damn Shereice Jordan's son, who is 27? Like, girl, pick one, okay? But let's get into it.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Okay, so that's Shereice asking Ashley, how did you go about sleeping around with or messing? What do y'all think about that? Ashley is a little thought monster, okay? Ashley is a thought monster. She has been known, child, to be dick hopping a few times or two out here. But since she broke up and or got divorced from Michael Darby, she's been dating around, and when she can, because she's a grown woman, and she is divorced, so she can date around. But it's just weird that you would date someone's son in your circle of friends. Be it Shereice, who you're supposed to be a friend to, and then you just automatically just stumbled and fell on top of her son's peen. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I would not want someone that's in my friend circle to be messing around with my son. That would be hella weird, right? I don't know. Especially when you see Ashley as this woman who was married, got kids and all that. And then I know Shereice probably sees her son as being like her son still, like her young son, even though he is 27. It just gives weird vibes that Ashley would choose him. I get it, girl. He might have been cute, but some things are off limits. Like, do y'all not understand like codes when it comes to certain things? I don't know. But what y'all think? Put it in there. She's trying to be a little cougar on the show. But so put in there what y'all think about that. We ain't gonna watch the whole clip, y'all. Funky Dineva gets called out by a mom who has a child that has autism. You guys know Funky Dineva. There's a clip running around the internet here floating around the internet here where Funky Dineva, I want to say maybe a month ago, says some very disparaging things about children with autism, and it was very disrespectful. I finally had a chance to listen to it. There is a snippet here that we're going to play, and then it's going to go into what this mother had to say in defense of one of her children who is actually, or who actually has autism, okay? I was very shocked to hear that Funky Dineva said this, because people were talking about they wanted him to be canceled because of that. And the autism, there's an autism website out there also who was eating his ass up as well. A lot of bloggers I see have done videos about it. I didn't get a chance to, but I said I'm going to go ahead and address it today because I have not had a chance to talk about it. But this mother here actually got his ass together and let him know, hey, my son actually has autism, but my son goes everywhere, does everything, and I will not fly with my son because he has autism. There are different levels of autism. Not every child is loud and unruly if they have autism. Maybe you just happen to be on a plane with a child who was a little antsy that day. It's not to say that you go to your platform and speak negatively about all kids or children or anyone that has autism. It's just, it was disrespectful. It was uncouth. It was out of place. It was out of pocket. It was everything that was negative. I was shocked, and I'm still shocked. But let's get into it for those of you that have not had a chance to hear about it. So Autism Spectrum Adventures The mother here, she gets Funky Dineva together, and let's get into it.
You need to keep their medical ass home, or you need to put their autistic ass on an autistic plane, or you need to medicate them. But just because your child has autism does not mean the rest of the room has to be inconvenienced. Your kid has special needs, not mine. Why do I have to deal with it?
Now, this is the type of ignorant stuff that people actually think. I mean, you got people like that message that you heard.
Yeah.
People really feel that way straight up. And guess what? We're not going to stop traveling with our autistic children. I highly recommend people like that get a private jet, or make sure you got some good noise cancellation headphones, because that way you would minimize having to deal with certain things. But when you're on a public plane, expect to deal with a whole lot of things. It's just, it is what it is, okay? You never know what life is going to throw your way. Life can change just like that. And yes, I am a mom who has a child who has autism. My child has been all over the world, 49 states, 46 countries, 6 continents, and counting.
Come on.
We're going to keep flying. I'm not going to allow my son to be rowdy. If I can help it, I will control it to my ability. But there may be a time that I may not be able to control it. And we're going to be on that plane just like other people are on there acting a fool, drunk, and all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's no different. It's a public plane, and it is what it is. So be more compassionate before you are on this app making videos about people's disability, because life can change just like that. And next thing you know, you're someone who's considered disabled. And I'm sure that you would want someone to be a little bit more compassionate. And this is part of the reason why people who have autistic children don't even want to fly sometimes, because of statements like that. But to those people, I tell you, keep on booking your trips, keep on taking your child out there, and don't be discouraged when people who make statements like this say things like that. Keep on booking it, because we're going to be out there in these travel streets, and who's going to check us?
You need to keep their medical ass home.
We'll play it one more time what he had to say. I was floored. I was floored.
Home, or you need to put their autistic ass on an autistic plane, or you need to medicate them. But just because your child has autism does not mean the rest of the room has to be inconvenienced. Your kid has special needs, not mine. Why do I have to deal with it?
Now, this is
that's a lot. That's a lot. So she says apparently this video was done months ago. She says, but I'm just seeing it, so it's new to me. Unfortunately, there were several people that agreed with this person. She says it is really sad, but it won't stop me from traveling with my autistic child. Ironically, the same person was diagnosed with cancer after making this video. Y'all hear this? Says this is why I stated that you never know how life can change in an instant. She goes on to say that I pray that his mind, body, and spirit is healed, and those like him too. All right. So yeah, that's right. This, like I said, this video was made like a month and maybe a couple weeks after. And we did just hear like maybe a couple weeks ago that Funky was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So I really hope that that news that he received of his health is going to humble him in terms of making him think twice about some things that he said that may be very offensive or disparaging to others that are dealing with some medical conditions themselves, because hey, nobody is better than the other. You don't pick at people. You don't look down on a person because they are born a certain type of way and use that as a means to lash out or to try to check someone for something that they can't help. A child with autism, they cannot help how they react. They cannot help when they're feeling antsy. They cannot help when they're too loud. Maybe they don't realize they're too loud because that's just how they are. They have every right to fly somewhere just like anyone else that's normal who don't have any medical conditions. So it's unfair to say, oh, maybe they need to get an autistic plane. Maybe they need, like, that's crazy. That's like saying maybe someone should get a retarded plane, or maybe gay people should not fly with straight people. Maybe they should get a plane just for people who decided they want to be gay. Like, that's just, it's too far. Like something, why can't we just keep it keep it to the topics that we talk about in terms of entertainment, politics, and things like that. When you start talking about a person who has a condition or some type of illness, like it just becomes a little too insensitive. And people nowadays will cancel you if you say the wrong thing. So Funky Dineva, I think it would be a great idea for you to do a video and explain or maybe apologize. And if you meant what you said, then by all means, don't apologize. Don't do it because people are eating you up and wanting to cancel you. But if you thought about this and let it swirl in your head and your heart tells you, you know what? Maybe I went a little too far. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe at the beginning or the middle or end of my show, it would be great for me to address this and apologize publicly, the same place that you said this same topic and or maybe same disparaging words. Maybe a good apology to people who are dealing with autism or parents who have children dealing with autism. Maybe you should apologize because that's not an easy task. It's not an easy task to deal with a child who has some type of disability or illness or sickness or something like that. You want someone to have compassion for you, as they did when you announced that you had pancreatic cancer. A lot of people gave you well wishes. Hell, even I did. And I said, I'm not a huge fan of Funky Dineva, but I do have a heart. I did have a family member close to me who passed away from pancreatic cancer, so I could identify with his pain and him being scared, as he was saying, in terms of what he was dealing with in the news that he just received. So I feel like he definitely needs to make that right. Who cares if it happened or you said it a month ago? The fact is that you said the shit and it was fucked up. And I'm gonna say it right here on my channel. I don't agree with it. I don't co-sign it. I don't think that it was right. Okay. And that's it. And that's all on that. We're gonna move on. I mean, don't apologize because you feel that you're gonna be canceled, but apologize because you know the shit was fucked up. I mean, if nothing else. All right. Moving right along. DL Hugley goes in on Nicki Minaj. And even Nicki Minaj's husband and calls him a pedo, which we all know he can't even go around schools or nothing like that because he was doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing. And he is a felon. Okay, Nicki Minaj's husband is a felon. Nicki Minaj is a Trump supporter. She said some things politically that a lot of people did not agree with. She went too far. So I kind of feel like she's kind of low-key been canceled, but DL Hugley had time today. And he went in on Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Live Bites. Let's get into what he had to say.
I can't tell people what to post or what to say. But Nicki Minaj damn sure needs to stay away from anything, posting anything about kids, trans or otherwise. She supports a dude that is on the Epstein list 1,000 times. She's actually married to a registered sex offender, a pedophile. She shouldn't be able to watch Jason Kidd or listen to Kid and Play or New Kids on the Block. Hell, she got to walk around the aisle with Cabbage Patch Kids on it. And she damn sure should stay away from Sour Patch Kids. And it ain't Governor Newsom Nicki needs to be worried about. It's Chris Hansen. I can't tell people what to post or what to say.
All right, so DL Hugley says Nicki Minaj shouldn't post anything about kids because her husband can't be within 1,000 feet of one. Said that it ain't Gavin Newsom's, it's Chris Hansen that she should be worried about. Again, let me play what he had to say. He went in. I know Nicki Minaj is not going to like this. If she's already seen it, she usually responds. So we'll wait to see if she has something to say. But yeah, let's get into what he had to say one more again.
But Nicki Minaj damn sure needs to stay away from anything, posting anything about kids, trans or otherwise. She supports a dude that is on the Epstein list 1,000 times. She's actually married to a registered sex offender.
Yes, she is. Kenneth Petty, her husband, is a registered SEX offender.
A pedophile. She shouldn't be able to watch Jason Kidd or listen to Kid and Play or New Kids on the Block. Hell, she got to walk around the aisle with Cabbage Patch Kids on it. And she damn sure should stay away from Sour Patch Kids. And it ain't Governor Newsom Nicki needs to be worried about.
Damn.
It's Chris Hansen.
So shout out to DL Hugley for giving his take on how he feels about Nicki Minaj. Like I said, a lot of celebrities have said that they are canceling her. They don't see it for her. They don't support her anymore after she was this huge Trump supporter and did this speech, child, where she was bigging up Trump and all the shit he had going on and our Republicans. And like, she really went in and I was like, did she really do that? Like, girl, did you really sell your soul for whatever you sold it for? I don't know what the hell she sold it for, but a lot of people in the industry just ain't checking for her anymore. So that could be a career suicide for you, girl. Getting up there speaking up for Trump and saying some things that you shouldn't have said. Let me stand corrected. Funky Dineva does not have pancreatic cancer. He has prostate cancer. Okay, let me correct myself on that, because I want nobody saying, Caramel, you done gave the man no. I misspoke. Let me correct that, okay? Because I do that on my channel. If I misspeak on something, I'm not, to the point where I can't go back and correct it. But prostate cancer, okay, versus pancreatic cancer that Funky Dineva has. But what do you guys think about this in terms of what Dion Hugley had to say going in on Nicki Minaj and her husband Kenneth Petty in terms of him being a pedo, okay? Y'all drop it in the comments. That is our last topic, because y'all know how pop-ins are. We get in here, honey, give you guys the news, then we get out of here. But thank you guys for stopping by. Okay, thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you guys again for another video. Y'all know I try to hit y'all with 3, of course, for Car Chronicles, midday, and then our last one for the evening. Unless there's some breaking news. All right, then I'll be back. But you guys have a wonderful day. Shout out to you guys. Happy Monday. Shout out to let me get back to my main screen. Yes, he was diagnosed literally after saying, yeah. So let's get into, let me thank my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion, Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you guys for modding and doing an awesome job. Thank you to all the content creators. You guys know who you are. They stopped by the chat to support the video. I appreciate you all for that. Again, all my Caramelians, thank y'all for being here as well. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share the video and comment on all the topics that we discussed, okay? I will see you guys later. Until the next video. Bye.